Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about Hbar, and this is the one-day chart. Look at that. We're still sitting around 5 cents. I'm telling you, this cryptocurrency is a steal of a deal at these prices. Where Hbar is going from here is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Grown men are going to cry when they see the full potential of this cryptocurrency. But you know, where are we right now as far as crypto? So blockchains are entering the broadband era. And I think we're early to crypto, and we're starting to get that little bit of adoption. It's starting to grow out, starting to expand. People are starting to become more interested in crypto and blockchain at the same time. But you got to remember, the internet was going nowhere at one point. And look at where it is today. It's in the palm of your hand, inside your phone. Think about it like that. And at some point, all the people that ever doubted you, that you try to bring into this space, you tell them, listen, there's an opportunity here. All you got to do is invest some money in these cryptocurrencies and you could get rich. But most of these people, they ignore it. They don't want to hear it. They always like to use the excuse, I don't want to tie up my money right now. And then they always go on to say, isn't crypto dead ever since what happened with that FTX? I can't believe that's even fresh in people's minds still, outside of the crypto space. But the mainstream media news did a great job at crushing crypto for quite a while. But now people are starting to warm back up to it. And what's your other option? The traditional banking system? Or what are you going to do? Invest in stocks? You know that system is definitely rigged against me and you. But the person who wrote this article must have really liked Solana for some reason. So first, let's talk about the broadband moment. Blockchains today share some parallels with the early internet, particularly more than their fair share of skeptics, hecklers, and critics. It's hard not to hear echoes of the past, self-certainty whenever an analyst says something like, blockchains are too slow, too hard to use, too expensive, or they don't have any use cases. Yet, every single day, I come here and I show you all the use cases around Hbar and Hedera. Sure, blockchains have been all of those things, and some use cases are more obvious than others. But the internet was once slow, expensive, and hard to use, and today, it's fast enough to stream live video from space, cheap enough to be free in a lot of places, and easy enough for a 6-year-old to use. But what about the efficient global settlement? Not long ago, we became one of the first major payment networks to test stablecoin settlement on Ethereum in USDC, working together with Crypto.com as issuer. This year, we expanded that settlement pilot to both issuer and acquirer partners, and to Solana, a blockchain whose innovative design enables it to process over 2K transactions per second. I guess they haven't heard about Hedera and Hbar. But you know, things are getting faster, and some networks are better than others. Solana is down more than any other blockchain. I don't know why people always overlook Hedera when it's sitting there staring them in the face, and it has so much potential behind it. Blockchain-powered cross-border disbursements. Now, we know that's picking up as well. Hbar is going to be tied in there as well through ISO, helping clients understand and leverage blockchain. So blockchain technology has been around for less than a decade, and with each new project, each new blockchain, and each new use case, it grows complexity. Banks and financial institutions want to understand how best to serve their clients in this space, or risk seeing them get those services elsewhere. Merchants are exploring NFTs, and central banks are researching CBDCs. Do you see what's going on? We're starting to see the financial institutions warm up to blockchain, and a lot of banks are ready to go live with it as soon as possible because they know it will give them the upper hand over other banks. And as we're so early to crypto, we're watching this all come about from the ground up. So when you get frustrated watching HBAR sit at 5 cents, you always remind yourself of where HBAR is going in the future. But I just wanted to give you a rough idea where we are right now. We're still at that time where people are doubting crypto. Once they start to warm up to crypto, that's going to be game changing. Just in, Hedera governing council members met with Lord Nat Wee in the House of Lords to explore the potential of blockchain technology and tokenization in addressing significant social challenges. Do you know why they're always pushing tokenization? Because that is the next big thing. And I can't stress it enough. And I think Hedera is going to capture a good percentage of that. And that's really going to push the price of HBAR going forward. Meanwhile, Hedera Mainnet is handling over 3 billion transactions per month without even breaking a sweat. Bitcoin Network faces congestion with over 560,000 unconfirmed transactions. But yet, any Bitcoin maxi will try to convince you that Bitcoin is the future. That's why I always try to tell new investors, don't think Bitcoin. Always look at utility. Look at use case. And what do you really expect to make off of Bitcoin? Maybe a 6 to 10x? I think HBAR is definitely going to do a 20 to 50x in the next run. Maybe even higher, depending on if we're going to see a utility-backed run. And I think that's coming in the future as well. But they're even saying that this congestion on the network is holding the price of Bitcoin back. They're saying the current Bitcoin price of $25,743 is facing a notable challenge in surging past the $26,000 threshold. And network congestion is emerging as a significant contributing factor to this struggle. So transactions and the network speed means a lot inside of crypto, and HBAR is primed for some very high prices. Predictable gas fees, no breaks, 20 billion transactions fueled by HBAR, and that's going to continue to grow and expand out as well, adding value to the network and HBAR. We're excited to announce that Get Health Ready, the company at the intersection of blockchain technology and healthcare data recently featured by Coinbase, is live on the Hedera mainnet. And this is also very big because healthcare is a massive industry that grows year over year. So healthcare data is considered up to 50x more valuable than financial data. As a result, it is with the utmost importance that this data is the highest quality, with the control of the individual patient, and easily and securely distributed for research. Remember, I always said data is becoming more and more valuable over time. Through Health Ready, patients with rare diseases and conditions are now empowered to make themselves discoverable for clinical research. Patients can access, manage, and have the right to consent to their share of healthcare data and participate in clinical research opportunities that could save their lives and those of their fellow patients. By enabling users to control their healthcare data and opt into participation in clinical trials, this enables Health Ready to increase both the diversity and size of pooled data, in turn increasing the overall quality of this data. That is game changing. I mean, think about it. Blockchain can actually save lives in the real world. Leveraging the Hedera consensus service, Health Ready enables the verification of patient consent to access healthcare data and patient-reported outcome verification and authenticity. Through the Hedera token service, Health Ready also has its own token, HR, for incentivizing patient engagement. I like this use case as well, and it's a real-world use case built on Hedera. I see Hedera Mainnet is getting a surprise upgrade, added 4 hours ago on September 13th. Anything to do with Big Apple event on September 12th? Is Apple going to make the move into Web3 with Hedera? We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But, I like when people come up with ideas around this. Sure, they're speculating, but it gives you something to think about. The impact of DREC will go way beyond Hedera. DREC will take our industry one step closer to mass adoption. DREC, aka Decentralized Recovery, will solve the market-wide problem of recovering lost private keys to regain access to crypto wallets. DREC is much-needed safety net for Web3 users, and we cannot wait to integrate it into Kabila Wallet. If this is the first time you're hearing about DREC, you got to check this out. What it is it helps you recover lost keys. And a lot of people don't like this inside the crypto space, but you got to remember, there's going to be new investors coming on board that don't really understand the keys. Maybe they misplaced them. This will lead to more adoption in the future. Not everyone is used to this space. You always got to keep that in mind. And again, built on Hedera. Everything that you think of is somehow tied to Hedera and Hbar. Yet so many people in the crypto space either FUD on this cryptocurrency or they just overlook it. And people need to wake up, because when this cryptocurrency takes off, I'm telling you, grown men are going to cry when they see the price of Hbar in the future. And right now is our chance to buy it up at a very cheap price. 5 cents. I mean, come on. Just by looking at the governing council, this cryptocurrency is meant for big things in the future. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.